All good things must come to an end at one point or another, and sometimes that point shows up before the good thing has even begun in the first place. That is exactly what happened with ProjectKO. I made a video a couple of days ago talking about how the revival of Rumbleverse, the dead wrestling battle royale game, was coming. It was arriving. It was there. Because ProjectKO was an independent group of people that were devoted on bringing back one of the deadest dead battle royale games that has ever existed, and, apparently a lot of people actually held really fondly. Because despite the fact that not many people knew about this wrestling battle royale in the first place, it was still a very important piece of memory for some people, myself included, because despite the fact that it wasn't in my top 10 battle royales of all time, it was still a piece of content that I got to play at a certain point and I really enjoyed, that I can't even access. I can't do that anymore. It's something that's just gone forever, just like with every other live service game that shuts down, and you can never access it or play it ever again. So what happened is that yesterday I went to the ProjectKO Discord to kind of just check out what people were talking about, because there was a lot of people that were excited about the revival of Rumbleverse, and I saw this message on the channel called The End, right? It said, ProjectKO is over. On January 25th, Keyman45 joined the official ProjectKO Discord server, and he gave me the official news from Iron Galaxy. He told me that they wanted to stop our project and take down all the materials used to drive interest into the project. So basically, Iron Galaxy Studios, they are within full legal right to go like, we don't want you using our stuff, stop using our stuff, and that's exactly what they did. Over the passing days, I tried making a bargain to reason with them, and even writing a massive block of text. Everybody loves receiving massive blocks of text, explaining the history of the project and my full intentions, and they clearly did not care. They clearly were just not interested in that, and they just wanted to just kill the project entirely. Now, Iron Galaxy Studios, people might be upset at this because how dare you kill that thing that you killed originally? And yes, even though that sucks that they're doing that, they are still within their legal rights to do that, because it's just like, if you have something that's your stuff and someone else is trying to do stuff with your stuff, you can just go ahead and go like, hey bro, don't use my stuff. And now realistically, we don't know if Iron Galaxy is doing this because they just want to forget about the project and they want everyone to forget about the project, or if they want to make sure that they keep the assets, so that way, if anything shows up in the future, that's just like the next big hype project. Extraction shooters finally become mainstream, something I've been wanting to happen for years. Unfortunately, hasn't happened. Let's just say that extraction shooters become the next big thing. People at Iron Galaxy Studios can just turn what the assets that they have in Rumbleverse into an extraction shooter, or into whatever they want, right? Because they own all that stuff. And I guess that they want to be really protective of their assets just in case something like that were to happen, or just to avoid future headaches just in case someone just happens to take their projects and just try to monetize off of it, right? We don't know their intentions. They know their intentions. We don't know them. So what I'm trying to say is that even though it really sucks that they're killing this, I totally understand why they would do it, and they, of course, they have their reasons, and here's to hoping that it's not them just wanting to just forget about it, and here's to hoping that maybe they got something else planned with it. I was really expecting them to take the Spellbreak route, and I know I talk about the Spellbreak route so many times, but it really is the best and the most impressive thing I've ever seen, where a development team actually says, bro, we're done with this, here's everything, do what you want with it. I was really expecting Iron Galaxy Studios to do that with Rumbleverse, but unfortunately that just wasn't the case. But going back to the Discord server for ProjectKO, you can see that they removed all the download links, they removed everything that they were working on, and they even just like completely wiped their YouTube channel, right? They had this filled with a bunch of videos of like devlogs and whatever they were doing, and just updating people were like, hey, we just got cosmetics working, hey, we just got internet connectivity working. All of that has just been nuked. And if you read their About Me section, it says, successfully resurrected the best game in the multiverse. It's kind of a stretch to call it the best game in the multiverse, but to each their own, everyone has their opinions. I think that Muck is one of the best games of all time, while Muck is just a blocky mess, a disaster of a game in itself. I still love it as one of my favorite games, and then was shut down by Iron Galaxy. So yeah, and this really sucks because preservation of games, especially live service games, is something that I find to be really important, because like I've mentioned so many times before, live service games, once they're dead, they're just dead. You cannot access them anymore. They're just gone forever. They're wiped clean from the face of the earth, and there's nothing you can do about it. So when it comes to like these fan-made revivals, these projects to bring back these dead games, I'm always all for it. I'm always like, hell yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'll play your game. It sounds really fun. But unfortunately, this was not the case. The case for Rumbleverse is a tragic one, where Rumbleverse will be buried and stay buried, and no one will touch it. Maybe they'll do something with it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, guys, that's all I really want to talk with you guys today. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.